Hello there, welcome to the second part of Microsoft Whiteboard tutorial. In this video, we will see multiple small features under the big feature umbrella ink to paint, just like an highlighter, eraser, scale, undo, redo options. Apart from that, we will see how to insert different kind of Microsoft documents formatted, be it in DEC file, be it in document file, be it in PDF files, how we can use that in whiteboard.
So let's go to the inking feature. You can use different pen to draw the different feature if you need, and it works flawlessly without any issues. It's just great. You can, I have tried drawing few few you know few geometrical figures, and it was working without any issue. It was all good. I can use a particular highlighter if I want, just like I would use on my in notebooks. There is an option even for rough things or erase things, just like your notebook. But what just like the digital aspects give you a more easier way to undo or redo something using this button. So this is what the inking option looks like. So we talked about inking options, different features. So the good aspect, if you have a big diagram and you want to use this whiteboard canvas just for drawing purpose, Microsoft Whiteboard does support a ruler option. So ruler option is very easy. uh, so if you want touch screen, this would have been great. But even if you don't have touch screen, you can use mouse easily, and you can scroll this ruler just like I am trying to do it here. You can just take your mouse, yeah, mouse, and hover over the ruler and then scroll up or scroll down to rotate it into the appropriate direction. So if you can use the ruler, and it would work very flawlessly. I have selected multi-line pencil here, and you can see how the colors are being displayed there, and it's all great. Just like we have a swim lanes on Kanban, right now we have a swim lane on this digital whiteboard. It looks excellent. If you go ahead and see, there are a lot of other format background with other features also available in setting. So we already have seen ink to shape. Active pen is nothing but if you want to change this more to the active pane, so this is the same thing is also available here. And ink to shape we have seen, ink to table we will see in a while, object snapping we have seen. Let's talk about the format background. Here we have an ability to select the default background for our board. There are multiple colors which are which are very soothing on eyes, and you can have a different grid like background as well, and you can select that as per your need, and it would look like very nice board once it is created. Apart from that, you can clear the canvas, delete all the board at once using this. You can change this toolbar location. By default it is this bottom, but you can take it to the right or left side of the screen. Now, but I prefer it at the bottom, but you can even change that as well. Microsoft Whiteboard also gives an ability to export it to the high quality SVG or PNG images. This option is also available uh, from the outside of the board that we have seen earlier. As it is in canvas, you can zoom out and zoom in as much you like. You can add anything as you want. So we were talking earlier about how can we add multiple tables and other aspects to this. So let's talk about those. So you can go ahead and add multiple node grid as well if you need, and that's about it. You can change the color of particular stick. If you want multiple nodes, you can just add columns, and that's it. So it's very easy to use feature. Apart from that, I talked about how can we use an table, ink to table, right? So let's go and try to enable it in, try to see how we can use that. So I have selected this particular pencil with bigger brush, and I have created one particular table. Okay, this table was not it was not smart enough to identify, so I'll delete and create a big table. I am not using mouse, I am using a trackpad, but it should work without any issues. as you can see here, once I have added one more line to the any square I have created, the table option got enabled because we have changed the setting uh, here from ink to table. And now that I have done that, I get an option to add more columns or more rows. Similarly, I can delete the rows and delete the column as well. If we add multiple rows and multiple columns, it's very easy. And then I can just use this or copy paste or cut or delete this particular table. So this table doing feature is very useful, but I don't no, it's very seems like very useful and promising. So we talked about text. So let's go and try to explore few more features that Microsoft Whiteboard does provides. So list, follow-ups, and these preview options are all these preview options being displayed here are not available on the web-based format. And if you see this particular review that you have added, it won't be available. I created another board earlier and I have added the list, and you can see those particular lists are not being displayed here in the browser. So as I called out earlier as well, there is only limited feature available on the browser, but if you use a native app, it would be more useful for you. Just like that, we have added sticky notes, text. You can add images. It does provide you to add images from multiple sources. You can use Bing images, where first time you would try to use that, it would ask you for enable particular service from your machine. You can just go ahead and perform the search right here without leaving your app. You can add some screenshot from the net without any haste. And you can see I tried to search my favorite person Alan Key, who have made significant contribution to object oriented programming. He is speaking, and I would able to add the images without any of fuss. I can lock it so that image would get used as a background and I won't be able to move ahead. I can enable it, and if I am not happy with this location, I can change it. As I mentioned earlier, it's a free canvas. I can just zoom in, zoom out, and keep it where I want it. So these kind of things are also useful when you have deliverable or attachment that you want to discuss. And you can have this visual screenshots or the UX designs on the screen itself, where you are doing the design or you are discussing it, and multiple folks can talk about what they like about those mockups or not. Similarly, just like an images, Microsoft does support taking a pictures from a camera, adding a PDF file. When you use a PDF file, the best thing that it does, it gives an ability to browse through multiple pages of PDF. I have these 2 pages of PDF that I have created for this demo, but you can select particular PDF and add particular PDF at anywhere in the screen. You can zoom in, zoom out, and you can just lock it there. Just like the PDF, this also works out of the box with Word document or PowerPoint presentations, and you would able to add multiple slides if you like, and you can work with those slides without any issues. You can add Word document as well. So basically all this has very unique and easy access to the Microsoft tool sets, not just from Office suite, but even Bing search, and those are very easy to use it here. And as you can see, I was able to access it. It's not that I have to rely on a Bing to browse something all the time. I can even able to upload the images from my local machine. There is an option to add the images from the local machine. Again, you can resize those images, you can change their alignment, you can keep it there you want. You get the visual cue because you have this particular option. Object snapping is enabled. You can use that, you can change it, and using that particular cue, you can just align it where you want. And this is really helpful if you're doing a lot of things on your screen and multiple folks are working on it. The best feature that I have liked in this, so these are like the cool features that we have seen so far, right? So we talked about all the features Microsoft Whiteboard has supported from the settings menu. apart from the accessibility checker. But the best feature that I have seen is the annotation. So this switching to the pane is not just that you have to type something, but all these elements that you have imported from different sources, be it a PDF, web, or deck, or images, or even added a text or not, you can just go ahead, or and you can use this pane over those particular notes. If you want to highlight particular part of a PDF image, you can just go ahead and do that, and annotate that particular thing. If you are not comfortable, you can use the eraser and you can just delete it the way you want. And it's very easy. If you want to highlight some part of a PDF, suppose you have a legal document of a 20 pages and you want to import 5 pages from them, and you want to highlight particular part, you would be able to do that on the whiteboard itself. So basically, I like this Microsoft Whiteboard version very well. I encourage you to try out. Let me know how do you like it. If you have any question, please shoot. I'll happy to help. Thank you for this watching this video. Have a great time.